What if you could create a viral stick figure animation, like the ones that get millions of views without any animation experience? You've probably seen those stick figure animations. These videos are blowing up on YouTube and TikTok, and they're making money. Believe it or not, many of them are created by complete beginners using free AI tools. No fancy gear, no studio, just smart shortcuts. And guess what? Today, I will show you exactly how to create your own viral stick figure animation using free AI tools, all in just a few minutes. No drawing, no coding, and no complicated software required. Whether you want to tell stories, create funny skits, or launch a faceless YouTube channel in niches like finance, motivation, or health, this tutorial will walk you through a step-by-step process to take your idea and turn it into a ready-to-upload stick figure video. You'll learn how to write your script, generate stick figures, edit the timing, and even add voiceover. If you've ever thought, I wish I could create cool animations, but I don't know where to start, this is your answer. Grab your coffee and let's build something amazing together. Alright, let's start where every great animation begins, the title. A compelling story often starts with the right title, and for that, we'll be using ChatGPT to generate unique, catchy, and creative title ideas. All you have to do is open ChatGPT, then copy the first prompt, which I've included in the video description below, and then paste the prompt. This prompt is specially designed to let ChatGPT give you multiple awesome title options tailored to your animation's theme. You can tweak the prompt based on the story you like, then simply hit enter. And just like that, ChatGPT provides us with the titles we asked for, each one crafted specifically for stick figure animation. These titles are built around deeply personal and emotionally resonant themes. They're designed to spark quiet reflection, bring comfort, and inspire introspection, perfect for viewers who appreciate subtle storytelling and meaningful animation. Take your time, explore the list, and choose the title that you feel your audience will truly connect with. Once you've selected your story title, it's time to bring your idea to life by building out the full narrative. The next step is to generate the actual script. To do this, simply copy the second prompt provided in the description and paste it into the prompt field. Then make sure to replace the placeholder text with your chosen title. This will personalize the script generation and align it with your story's theme. From here, you'll begin shaping a compelling structured storyline that sets the stage for your animation. Once you're done, just hit enter. And just like that, faster than a bullet train, ChatGPT whipped up the entire script for the story. The tone? It's calm and thoughtful with just the right sprinkle of humor where you'd least expect it. Emotionally relatable and lighthearted, it's the kind of story that feels tailor-made for a stick figure animation. It includes everything, scenes, narration, and even some dialogue. As I read through it, I kept thinking, wait, what? And then I laughed. The story is kind of funny, but beneath the humor, there's a meaningful message waiting to be discovered. It's not just entertaining, it actually offers solid advice, the kind that sticks with you long after the video ends. Now that we have the story ready, it's time to bring it to life with a voiceover. Adding voiceovers will make your video far more engaging and immersive. For this step, I'll be using 11 Labs. Just head over to the 11 Labs website, paste your script, and choose a voice that best fits the tone and emotion of your story. You can also use the filter to select your preferred language, category, quality, gender, and age, then click Apply Filter. Take your time selecting the right voices. This can greatly enhance the quality and emotional impact of your final video. You can tweak the settings, but for now, I'll leave them as they are. Then click Generate to create the audio. Once it's done, listen to it carefully. If the voice doesn't sound right, try a different one. When you're satisfied, download the audio. Then repeat the process for the rest of the script. You can even use different voices, one for the narration and another for the character's dialogue if needed. Alright, now that we have the voiceover ready, it's time to generate the stick figure visuals. But before we jump into creating images, we need the image prompt. Here's how to do it. Open ChatGPT, then copy the third prompt provided in the description. Paste it into ChatGPT. Right below that, paste the script of your story. Then simply hit enter. ChatGPT will process the text and generate a detailed image prompt that matches your scene. Now we have a collection of image prompts. These prompts will guide our next step, generating the stick figure visuals for your video. When it comes to generating this kind of image, one of the top tools out there is a website called Google Image FX. It's incredibly powerful and probably the best option for creating these visuals. Another option is Leonardo AI. It can also produce great results, but unfortunately, it doesn't support a dedicated sketch or stick figure mode. You can work around this by carefully tweaking your prompts, but let's be honest, that takes time and a lot of trial and error, especially if you're aiming for consistent looking stick figures across multiple scenes. Sadly, Google Image FX isn't available in my country, and I've decided not to use Leonardo AI either, mainly because I want to keep things simple and consistent. So instead, we're going to take a clever shortcut. We'll be generating our stick figure visuals directly with the help of ChatGPT. Yes, you heard that right. ChatGPT can actually help create precise image prompts tailored for stick figure style illustrations. Let's dive in and I'll show you exactly how. Now copy the first image prompt I've provided, then open a new chat in ChatGPT. Once you're there, paste the prompt into the message box. Inside the tools, select Create Image. This will activate ChatGPT's image generation feature. Next, press enter and just wait a few moments. ChatGPT will begin generating the image based on your prompt. And there it is. The image is ready. Just look at the result. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Perfect for my story. Now go ahead and generate the next image. If you happen to notice that the first character has hair, but the second one doesn't, don't worry. Just tweak the prompt slightly to keep your character's look consistent. Decide whether your character should have hair or not, then update the prompt accordingly. Now continue generating the rest of the images using this method. I'll be back once all the visuals are ready. Alright, I finished generating all the images, and now I'll show you a few things I did along the way. If you notice that the stick figure changed, you're not alone. At first it looked like a skinny little guy. Maybe he skipped a few meals after burning his pasta, haha. But then later in other images, he bulked up a bit, like, whoa, did he hit the gym or something? But since we want the character to stay consistent across all scenes, here's what I did. I uploaded a reference image of the stick figure I liked and added a prompt telling ChatGPT to stick to that look. I also made sure to include a prompt that keeps the images in black and white because every now and then ChatGPT gets a little too colorful. I also set the aspect ratio just right for the video layout. Alright, now that we've gathered everything we need, the next step is putting it all together. I use CapCut to edit the final video. I did the editing off camera because it's a pretty long and repetitive process, but don't worry, I'll walk you through exactly what I did. So, here's how I set it up. In CapCut, I made two folders, one for all the images and one just for the narration. Makes things way easier to find, especially when you're juggling a ton of pictures. I also labeled the images with names or numbers to keep them in order. Oh, and the background? Just plain white that will keep it simple and neat. The first thing I did was add the audio and cut out all the awkward pauses. No one wants to sit through a bunch of dead air, right? Then I added a clean white background to keep things simple and focused. But you can totally go with whatever background you like. Then I matched each image with the script. Sometimes the narration moves a little fast, so I used a clear template so it's easy to follow word by word. You can keep the captions if you want, but I usually remove them before exporting to keep things neat and minimal. The white background is there for a reason. Some images were too big, and when scaled down, they left black areas on the screen. Adding a white background after removing the original one keeps everything looking nice and tidy. If one scene has a lot of talking but not much going on visually, like this stick figure, I'll throw in some extra stuff like the time or a bit of text just to keep it from getting boring. I didn't add any transitions, background music, or sound effects on purpose. I just wanted this to feel like a real person talking to you, like a friend opening up about his life. Finally, I exported the video and added the title to it, selecting the 4K resolution for high quality. And there you have it, your very own stick figure animation made entirely for free. Just like I promised, every tool we use today is completely free to access. We crafted the title, script, and images with ChatGPT and did the voiceover using 11 Labs. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like the video. It supports our work and helps the channel grow. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on upcoming tutorials. Feel free to leave a comment below with your questions or ideas for future videos. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing what you create next.
Have you ever had one of those days where you wake up and immediately feel behind? Like you're lying there, crusty-eyed, still trying to remember your own name, and suddenly you're thinking, oh God, I should have been successful by now. I opened Instagram, mistake number one. Someone bought a house, someone else got married, and someone just launched a skincare line for hamsters. I was like, cool, cool, cool. Meanwhile, I just reheated pasta that I already burned yesterday. And it hit me, I'm 30-something years old, I still don't floss regularly. I still don't know what a Roth ERA is. And I once Googled, how long can you keep using the same towel before it becomes illegal? So naturally, I did what any mature adult does when they feel like a failure. I watched 6 hours of YouTube videos titled How to Fix Your Entire Life in One Weekend. Spoiler, I did not fix my life. I did, however, become an expert in time blocking, which I did not use because I got distracted by a raccoon in a bucket hat on TikTok for 47 minutes. I had plans, okay? Big plans. I was going to wake up early, journal, meditate, work out, cook, learn French, start a podcast, invent something, get rich, retire. Instead, I made a sandwich so aggressively that it fell apart in my hands like my last relationship. And here's the thing that really messed with me. Everyone else seemed to have their lives together. Like this one guy I follow. He's my age. He owns a business, speaks 5 languages, and has a 6-pack. Meanwhile, I accidentally bought the same shirt in 3 colors because I forgot I already had it twice. I started spiraling, thinking I messed up, wasted too much time, fell too far behind. Ever feel like that? Like the world's moving at 5 times speed and you're just buffering? But then something weird happened. I went outside, talked to real people, and realized everyone's figuring it out as they go. That super successful friend, he told me he feels like a fraud most days. That girl with the perfect feed, turns out she edits her smile because she's insecure about it. Even my old classmate who made it told me I cry in the shower at least once a week. Same, bro. Same. And that's when it clicked. I'm not behind. I'm just living my timeline. It's not linear, it's not Instagrammable, but it's mine. Turns out life isn't a race. It's more like gardening. Everyone plants different things. Some sprout fast, some take years, some just look like weeds until suddenly they bloom. So yeah, maybe I haven't figured it all out yet. But I flossed twice this week, didn't burn my pasta, and only cried once. That's progress. If you feel like you're falling behind, maybe you're just taking a longer, quieter road. And that's okay, because you're not late to your own life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a podcast to not start and a raccoon video to rewatch.